out.
Jaybird kind of got called out. He was shaving in his Jeep, and he notices somebody pulled up right next to him and was recording him.
Shaving his face in his Jeep?
Yeah, huh? Which I didn't think that was that odd. Because
Are you dry shaving?
I've seen that before. I've seen where guys will have an electric razor sometimes, and they'll just shave. Now, were you doing it with a straight razor, or was it an electric razor?
Clippers.
Oh, okay.
And I was doing that at a red light. I think it's the second time this has happened to me when I've been shaving in the car. I look over at the red light and someone's filming me. So apparently I made someone's social media content as the weirdo shaving in his Jeep.
Where does all the hair go?
At this point, Virginia, that Jeep is so who did it and ran. There's paint and makeup, and it's just not, it's whatever.
We're not worried about cleanliness.
A little hair is, that thing is not for driving.
A little hair blends right in.
Exactly.
Not going to be shaking him. Somebody said, calling out Kev with love, but dude, it's groin like coin with a GR in front of it. Not how you said it all last week, like go in.
Groin.
Okay. Yeah, I think we were talking about taking a shot in the groin, and they didn't like the way I was saying it. So it's groin like coin.
Groin.
Okay.
Or I've heard people go groin.
Groin. Yeah.
Like you do it, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Maybe it's just where I'm from. I don't know. That's how we said it there.
Yeah, I think your dialect is heavily influenced by where you grew up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you can say groin in South Florida, but you go to southeastern Ohio, they expect a growling.
Like, for example, I knew somebody I used to know that used to say palo instead of pillow.
I think I know that person too.
What the heck is this?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They say a lot of weird stuff.
Right. This was kind of funny. Some people are calling out Russell Brand. You know, he's found Jesus now, which is why you should not put him in prison, because he's redeemed himself for all of his previous sexual misgivings, one of which he talked about last week, though it was not illegal because she was 16, which is the age of consent in England, and he was a 30-year-old. But he did say that it was a little morally suspect.
I think him and his team thought that was the right move for some reason.
Was his team high? Who's around you telling you, yes, that's a good idea?
That makes me think that they've got some other evidence that's slam dunk and they're trying to get ahead of something. But whatever they did, it didn't work. It made it look worse.
Yeah, and so they're putting him on podcasts now and just kind of like, okay, we'll lean heavy into the whole Bible Jesus thing because, you're seeking redemption. You've changed your life and all that kind of stuff and living by the good book. So he did that. He was on a podcast and they'd asked him to talk about the Bible passage, and he struggled a bit finding it.
Can I go back to asking you a question about your Bible?
Yes, if you want to.
Thank you. Was that the one you took into court?
You're the very one.
Okay. What was your thinking of taking it into court? And what you were seeing, looking at some passages, what were the relevant passages for you?
All right. Thank you for asking me.
Thank you. I didn't know, did I?
A little bit.
He's flipping through the Bible.
He's like, uh-oh.
It was
I'm not
this
ready.
from Isaiah. You're right. Blair did say, be chilled. Sometimes I lose the chill, man.
Give me, I'll find it.
It's pretty...
He can't find
Started in
it.
Genesis. He's not near Psalms. No.
They don't like that, do they, in the old gallery? But remember, you just said it's a hired spot. This is from Isaiah.
Which I can't seem to find at this moment.
Yeah, you said that already.
Oh, and Piers loves this.
He just is doing this the entire time, and Piers Morgan is not trying to jump in. He's not trying to help
him.
Russell Brand.
Don't save him. Let it hang like a fart.
Nervously still looking through his Bible. Okay. He can't even find the book he's talking about right now. He's like, I know it's in this dang thing somewhere.
Probably because he's never opened this Bible before.
Yeah.
Is he trolling?
No.
It says here.
He's still looking. I mean, dude, if you're going to come in, you're going to quote a verse, you kind of at least, maybe have it bookmarked or something.
Highlighted.
Kind of get ready. Didn't
Anything.
Have that. Yeah.
The verse that I was looking at that day was
Yeah.
not this. I can't actually find the verse that I had that day.
Wow.
That was so long.
Yeah. So, and I just love Piers Morgan did not bail him out. He's like, no, I'm just going to let him keep thumbing through this Bible and trying to find it and see what he can get there. So
What a terrible display.
yeah, just, in the future, if you're going to be, really leaning heavily on the Bible, just kind of know, kind of where you want to go in the book to prove your point for the verse.
Holding it in
Yes.
your hand as a prop is not going to fly or cut the mustard with Piers Morgan.
Yeah.
He's going to call you out.
Yeah, we've kind of seen that before.
What a move that is, too, to bring that. Man.
Yeah. And call him out as well. I mean, can we stop trying to kill our president? I mean, is that too much to ask? I mean, look, we have elections. In America, we need to do it a civilized way. You vote people in and out. You don't take them out through violence. And that happened again over the week. I couldn't believe it. I thought it was like, I was watching old news when I woke up on Sunday. I'm like, another one? That's insane. Third time. They're having the White House press secretary dinner. And I was surprised that Trump went because I think it's the first time he ever was going to go. I don't know if he'd ever want to go back, but yeah, there were gunshots heard. And that Oz Perlman, the guy we've talked about, the mentalist?
Yeah.
He's actually doing some kind of like mind bomb trick when it all goes down. So he got great press out of it. Oh. He's been like all over the place and he's doing a trick for the president as these shots are going off. Yeah, and some people obviously were alarmed. Other people were like Dana White, and they thought it was kind of cool. Here's what he had to say about the experience. He was there.
Tables getting flipped over, guys running in with guns, and they were screaming, "Get down!" I didn't get down. It was fucking awesome. I literally took every minute of it in, and it was a pretty crazy, unique experience.
He loved it.
Oh, my gosh.
He's an adrenaline junkie.
Of course, the guy who heads up UFC is like, going, this is the best. I never want to miss an assassination attempt again.
He was eating bullets during that interview.
They did zoom in on one guy, and he was just sitting there eating while it was all going down. He looks like a mafia boss.
Yeah.
He's just sitting there eating his bread, taking a bite off of his fork, looking around. People are diving under the table, and the skull cat's
Calmly eating.
Nope.
Not my first rodeo.
Not my first rodeo.
If he paid for this dinner, he's going to get every last little bit out of it. Did you see the ladies that were stealing all the bottles of wine off the tables?
Yeah, so after the room is clearing and people are leaving, these hookers are grabbing wine and putting it in their bag off the tables.
How do you expect to get that and not get caught?
Well, there was still live feed of it on all the networks, like your, CNNs or Fox or whatever. They were all still showing a live feed of the room because it had just happened. And these ladies, I guess, didn't realize they were live. Jacking bottles of
Put it in
wine.
their purse, put it in their jackets, and get every bottle they can find.
Now you're famous for that. Your family's so proud.
And what a precursor, too. Before the event and the assassination attempt happened, the White House press secretary, Caroline Leavitt, had this comment to say about the dinner.
This speech tonight will be classic Donald J. Trump. It'll be funny. It'll be entertaining. There will be some shots fired tonight in the room. So everyone should tune in. It's going to be really great.
She's psychic.
That, and then there's a maniacal laugh in the background. Do you hear that? There's going to be shots fired.
Is she predicting it?
It's pretty amazing, yeah.
That's
I
weird.
think she's talking about different kind of shots, but yeah, shots were fired in that room that night. Just not the kind
Crazy.
she thought that was going to be going off. A couple other call-em outs here. Becky said, can we call out all the idiot drivers who are constantly blocking intersections? It's getting so bad now and causing such chaos. There are a lot more people that are trying to edge through that yellow light. The thing that's most aggravating to me, I see this a lot, especially by the Palm Beach outlets on Palm Beach Lakes Boulevard.
Oh, yeah. It's crazy there.
People will go through the light when they shouldn't, and now they're stuck up in the middle of the intersection, and the traffic won't move, and the light's just sitting there green, and you have a blockade of cars in front of you, and you cannot go anywhere. And then the light cycle turns, and now you've sat there, and now that's massively getting backed up.
You got to respect the space in between.
Yeah, there are a lot of people thinking that because they don't realize that it takes a minute for those cars to get into the outlets after you do that, and you think you're going to go in there, and you're just sitting there in the middle of it all.
Ew.
And you gunk the whole thing up. You can't do that unless you got the space right then and there. You can't do it. It's not going to be there for you. And there's another interesting column out that is happening here today. This is a family that went to a restaurant and was very demanding about the way their steaks were cooked.
Food comes out. Before everybody's food can even get set on the table, one of the ladies is already complaining that her food is overcooked. Get her a new steak. She complains about that one. I get her a third steak. She complains about the third steak. Now she's complaining about her daughter's steak. Recook on that one. We now have like 6 recooks at this point. My other manager has to go out and tell them, unfortunately, we cannot give you another steak. Gets all up in my manager's face. Things start getting thrown. They're flipping plates over. They're pouring drinks everywhere. The cops get called. What is happening?
Wow.
Well, the people that were complaining about the steaks, clearly they're set the wrong way. There's fighting after. Come on.
Yeah, it sounds like it was a setup, too.
It does.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They didn't want to pay.
There are some people who do that. They just want to spin around the manager, the chefs, the server, everybody.
There are
It's a
some
complete
people that
nightmare.
they go out and that's their plan. Okay, here's what we're going to do.
They'll eat everything but one bite and go, I was not satisfied with my tuna wrap. Well, you ate the whole thing. It was gross. I want a new one. Make it chicken.